Well, guys, I've done it. I've finally done it. I got a haircut. I did it. I have this really cool light-up cup. Before we get into this video, it's a really cool light-up cup. It's a FIFA 2018 World Cup Russia. I don't know. I've got BCAAs in it, so it's good. It's good. And now, before I get into this video, last video I actually did a new kind of intro to my video, and I said, guys, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, if you liked it, and it tend to help out the like. So if you do like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and really help out the video and push more content if you like content like this. Now, with this video here, is going to be something very, very important, something that I always push, and something that I've really delved into, especially late last year, coming into late last year, start of this year, and that was to really, and this is something I've been doing personally. I don't talk about it too much. What I mean by when I say push is push it within myself. So I'm going to try and outlay it to you guys, and that is to really be strict on my thoughts, the way I think about everything, the way I think going into when I'm starting a new venture, when I'm talking to people, when I'm thinking of work, when I'm thinking of someone in particular, when I'm thinking of basically anyone in particular. It's really to be really strict on my thoughts. And what I mean by being strict is I constrain my thoughts. I keep open-minded, but I constrain my thoughts to being more positive and more beneficial. So really, when I was younger, the way I used to think, and this might be the way that you guys might be thinking now, or maybe when you were younger, is I kind of just used to let my thoughts drift. And with people, they tend to naturally drift to more negative thoughts, and to more thoughts of panic and thoughts of distress and things like that. So when I would think of something, let's just say when I would think of off the top of my head, going and thinking of talking to a girl, or going and thinking of starting something new, or going and thinking of, I used to play tennis, starting at a new tennis academy to my old one, my thoughts would always be to drift negative, to drift towards, what are people going to think about me? Am I going to like this? I don't think I'm going to like this. What if I, make a fool of myself here? What if the outcome isn't what I wanted? And it would always drift negatively. And I have a feeling this is what happens with humans in general. And what I've really done, especially in the last, coming up close to a year now, but I'd definitely say in the last 6 months, I've really nailed it down. Whenever I have a bad day, or whenever I am, not as confident one day, I have always found out that really helps me is to just constrict my thoughts and be really strict on them, to always think of what could potentially be the upside to this. What is the positivity? What is a positive outcome for this? Even if it's a bad situation, I always tend to make myself think now, what is going to be a good part about this. And it has really helped me. It's helped me with a lot of things. It's helped me with, in terms of relationships. It's helped me with my work. It's helped me with, dealing with people in general. So what I do and what I want you guys to do, I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head right now, because the way I thought about this video was I was actually on the way back to the gym, and I was thinking about, the last 6 months to a year, and how I've really helped my own thoughts, as opposed to, how I would when I was younger. And it's really come down to restricting the way that I think, and being very strict on what thoughts I allow myself to think. And some might think that that's bad, because you have to let your emotions feel, you have to let your emotions go, and you have to feel those emotions. But guys, at the end of the day, if something bad happens, you're obviously going to feel those emotions. You're going to feel sadness, you're going to feel distress and all those kinds of things. But a really big quote that I remembered was, you can't stop things from happening to you. You can't stop bad things from happening, but you can control, you can't control things that are happening to you. You can, to a degree, but you can control how you how you react to these situations. So what I've really done is just taken the positives out of everything, and I really implore you guys to do the same. And now everything that I go into, whether I talk to someone, starting a business relationship, starting a relationship in general, if I talk stalk someone from the opposite sex, or if I you know, just basically go on a new adventure for my business or something like that, I'm always going into the same mindset, the same thoughts. And if I have a bad day, I don't sit there and think to myself, you know, why does this happen to me? Why is this happening now? It's such bad timing, blah, blah, blah. I always think of, okay, this isn't a good situation. And now I think of, okay, what good has come out of this? What good has come out of today? How can I fix, you know, or not even fix, how can I change my situation? If the situation's bad, how can I change it? You know, I just basically stack good things that have happened one on top of the other, and it really just diminishes any bad stuff that's happened. Now, obviously, there's going to be, you know, parts of your life that are going to be, you know, bad, and there's not going to be as many situations. Just say, you know, worst case scenario, death of a family member, you know, something like that, because that's real life stuff. You know, that does happen, and then from there, you know, you just have to build on, you know, what is good out of it. You know, what, you know, basically, you know, you never want to think of a death of a family member, but what does it do? It brings the rest of the family together. So, you know, a lot of those situations aren't going to happen every single day, but these are more so, you know, coming towards everyday problems, where if something happens, you know, you lost a client, you know, in your business, or you know, you failed that test that you were studying for, or, you know, it's something bad, like an everyday occurrence that could happen. I don't know, you stubbed your toe or something like that. Some people, I've seen some people, and I've dealt with some people, that if they do stuff like that, or if they do stuff like stub their toe, or they do stuff like, you know, drop a glass bottle or something like that, they will always relate it back to it being a bad day. You know, why does this always happen to me? You know, I'm sick of everything. Why can't everything just go right? And that is the absolute worst mentality to have, because, guys, at the end of the day, everyone has bad stuff that happens to them. No one's life is perfect. Even on the outside of it seems perfect, especially in this day. No one's life is perfect, and you really have to think about that, and you really have to think about, okay, you don't think about, you know, and you don't compare yourself to other people's lives either. You basically work on yourself, work on your own life, and see how can you improve your own life, and be strict on your thoughts. That's the driving message, you know, last bit of this video that I'm going to drive to you guys, is just be strict on your thoughts, be strict about how you think, and be strict about, you know, just how you react to what happens in your life, and don't let your mind drift to negative thoughts. Just try it out. Next time something bad happens, next time something happens that you didn't anticipate, just react to it differently than what you normally would. If you know you're going to react negative to it, have a look at the situation and go, okay, what can I bring out of this that's good? You know, worst case scenario, you can basically take it as a lesson and go, okay, we know not to do this again, or I know how to avoid this now. So it's a big thing that has really helped me, and, you know, little by little, I've noticed that my life has improved so much more, and, you know, I have less of those bad days. You know, I have less of those days where you know, because sometimes you wake up and, you know, either it's on the wrong side of the bed, or, you know, you haven't had a good sleep and you're irritable, and, you know, you just end up having a really, you know, down day, or, you know, you're just not energetic, and you're not positive, and it can be hard. But I've really learned little by little, you know, just those building blocks of taking the good things that come out of life, taking the good things that come out of those bad days, and it's helped me so much. It's not only improved with my relationships, you know, I feel like I've built better relationships with my family, with, you know, people around me. Even if I don't have a huge group of friends, the people that I have closest to me have just gotten, you know, even closer. And you tend to gain respect from more people as well, and you tend to gain more respect for yourself. That's the big thing I've found, and that has reflected in the way that I think, and now it's reflecting in the way that, you know, I do my business, and it is reflected, you know, in the outcome of my business as well, because now I'm basically, you know, I've been at this point for a little bit, but now I've solidified in my mind that I can work for myself, I can earn an income, you know, on my own, and then I can basically make an income to support myself, you know, without having to be hired by someone else, but be working, you know, under someone else. And that's only solidified in my mind from, you know, those beginning building blocks of, okay, I can do this. Okay, today wasn't a good day, but what good came out of it? You know, what can I take out of this that is going to help me in the future? And that's really the way you have to think about it. So at this point, I'm probably rambling, guys, but I hope this video helped you. If it did, you know, give me an insight into, because I know a lot of people can relate to this, give me an insight of how it's helped you. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. But apart from that, guys, you know, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you do like my content. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one.